You just sent me a thing. Do you want me to put it up on the screen?
Yeah, I wonder if you can play this. Now, I sent you a link to MeWe, which is a Facebook
No, you
alternative.
sent me a link to Twitter. Oh, it is to MeWe.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is to
Do you want
MeWe.
me to look at the tweet or go to MeWe directly?
The video. Yeah, the video.
All right,
So
let's see.
this is, I don't know if you guys saw this.
Oh, wow. You're invited to follow the Black Lives Matter page on MeWe. Okay, hold on for a second. Let's see. I don't even know
You
if
got
I'm
it.
logged into MeWe, guys. Hold on. I'm not a
Okay,
social media person generally, but do you see this, Carrie? See the screen? Okay.
I
I'm
do.
gonna.
Oh, and you have to log in now.
Oh crap! Really? Ah,
Sorry.
all right. All right. We'll go back to Carrie's face while I log in because I don't even know my username and password.
Well, the reason I wanted to show this, I'll just tell you what's in this clip because,
right.
and then we can play it if you're able to pull it up, but we don't really need to watch it. This is a group of BLM protesters, BLM and Antifa protesters who've gone into a neighborhood and are terrorizing the residents and protesting outside of their homes. And in the video, you can see a white couple, an older couple who comes out on their porch and they actually say, hey, there's my Biden sign. They point to the Biden sign. There's our Biden sign. And then they say, be peaceful.
Okay, I think I got it. Is
You
this
got it? Yeah, listen to what they say.
All right, let's see if we can do this. It's 2 minutes. Is there a spot I should look or just right at the beginning? Oh, you
Just
got
the
it queued
beginning
up already.
sign. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Let's hope.
So you're gonna hear him say, there's my Biden sign. Don't destroy anything. Be peaceful.
Oh wait, so these are BLM people protesting. Ah. If you ask for peaceful protest, it's white supremacy. Wow. I can't really hear what he's saying, but I can read the things. I don't know if anyone else can hear.
Okay, you can stop it there.
Lovely.
So he asked these protesters that are out on a residential street protesting in front of people's homes, terrorizing them. They point to their Biden sign as if that's going to protect them. There's our Biden sign. Don't destroy anything. Be peaceful. And then you can hear the protesters on the bullhorn scream back at them and say, nobody cares about your white ass opinion. Nobody cares about your white ass opinion. Then they call him a white privileged old man. Then they say, asking people to be peaceful is white supremacy.
That's a little bit insulting to people who aren't white, but okay.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with this. But the reason I appreciate this clip is because it points out what we've said from the beginning and what St. Thomas writes about a lot. These people who are in the ideology and paying lip service to social justice ideology and thinking that it's going to protect them in this cultural revolution, thinking that pointing to your Biden sign, for example, is going to protect you, are naive at best. It's not going to. That's never the way this works. If you're a liberal and you're in this movement and you think you've made the grave mistake of thinking that the social justice Marxist leftists are the same as you, you're wrong. It's going to come. Hopefully, it won't come to a bitter, awakening. Hopefully, you'll wake up a little sooner than it coming to violence. But you are wrong. They are not your allies. You guys are not on the same path. You may think you are, but you're not. What's that famous thing? They like to spray paint everywhere. Antifa liberals get the bullet too. They're no friends of liberals.
And I just want to throw this out here. Social justice warriors get the bullet too from other social justice warriors. When you have this kind of mass hysteria and when you've built people up into a frenzy, you worked them up into a frenzy like this, you look at historically, you look at other movements like this, other situations in which people behaved in this way. There's a chaos to the mob, and 1 minute you could be their savior, and the next minute you're on their shit list, and it could be a personal thing. It could be completely random. It doesn't necessarily even need to be ideological. When you enable this kind of behavior and you say this kind of behavior is preferential, then this is what you get. I mean, if you look at, I know I keep citing the Cultural Revolution in China, but I'm fascinated by it. If you look at what happened in the Cultural Revolution in China, Mao, mostly his wife, Jiang Qing, but he through a few people kind of stirred up these sentiments that they needed to get rid of revisionism, but no one was really sure what that meant. No one was really sure. He played his cards close to his chest, probably because he was just an egomaniac and he wanted to make sure he was always in charge, right? And so he just wanted power. Yeah. But he didn't want to tell anyone that the principles were. So there weren't principles that were easy to ascertain. So you could accuse anyone of being a, quote, revisionist at any time. And at one point, like, there might be someone who was completely protected and like, oh, they accused someone else of being a revisionist and they became the person that Mao really loves. And then the very next moment, that person is like, oh, what they said is revisionism. They're the bad person. Now they're shipped off or killed or beaten or whatever it is. Like, there's not reason to the target selection process when you have this kind of a hysteria. So even if you think, well, I'm just going to be woke, that means I'll be on their side. It does not matter. It does not matter. There were plenty of examples in history of people who were the allies of the wokest of the woke, whatever the terminology was in that particular time in history at that thing, and someone turned on them for some reason. Because they're all obsessed with power. So maybe they'll feel like you're too woke for me. I'm afraid that you'll have more power than me. So he's not woke anymore. Let's go after him. The mob is totally unpredictable in that sense. So there is no defense other than to reject the idea of mob behavior, other than to reject the violence itself and to say, no, this is not okay.
I will not be a part of this.
Yeah,
yes. And I will not cling to something like a Biden sign or I will not cling to this evil, rotten ideology and expect it to protect me. It's not going to protect you.
I imagine that just pisses them off, by the way, when you point to a Biden sign and say that's
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it does. They're like, as if that will protect you.
Right.
White ass privileged guy is what they call him.
Yeah.
Any belief system, this social justice ideology is built around worship of power. That's what they worship. The whole belief system is built around power. And I would argue that any religion or belief system that's built around worshiping power is prone to be, I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious what you're saying, Carter, that you're going to get to a place where people will do whatever it takes to assume that power, and they will.
That's right.
They will kill and attack and turn on anyone they need to, because that's what the whole belief system is built on, worshiping. That's what they seek.
It's all about what you can get away with, right? It's all about, just think of it this way. It's all about what you can get away with. And if that's what it's about, then the person who's the most devious and ruthless often rises to the top, because they're more bold and trying to get away with more stuff. So, there's just...
Yeah, somebody in the chat says, Dion says, these people are probably normie liberals. I bet they're rethinking that. Yeah, this is a great clip to show to any of your normie friends on the left who voted for Biden and who are kind of casually moving along with the social justice tenets, maybe have accepted some of them and, not really paying close attention. This is a great clip to share with them. What do you think of this? I bet it makes some of them hopefully rethink their allegiance to a belief system that's not liberal.
That's right.
It's not liberal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.